this is David.
Hello.
David is a Danish biotope enthusiast, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And I'm in his beautiful home, and we've just filmed a wonderful video of his 300 litre Rio Orinoco based aquascape.
Yeah.
Look out for a forthcoming video on that, very special. I think you'll really love that. But the reason for this video, this vlog, is this beautiful, it looks like a Central American today.
Yeah, it's Rio Tamasopo in Mexico.
Rio Tamasopo
Yeah.
in Mexico. So we'll take a look at it now. I can't wait to show you. I've literally, this is the first time I've seen it because I've just been so focused on his other beautiful tank. So you're going to love this one, guys. So watch it to the end if you can. Wow, here we are. This looks amazing, David. Congratulations on such a beautiful aquascape.
Thank you.
How long has this been running?
For 4.5 months.
4.5 months, okay.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's based on a Central American, is it a river system?
Yeah, it's actually just a river in Mexico.
Okay.
Because it's the type locality of these Siphophorus montezumai, swordtails.
Yeah.
They are endemic to that area.
So are these wild caught swordtails?
No, they aren't wild caught, but it's a strain from wild species.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah. So they're not their usual kind of. Sometimes you can get super colourful ones. That's maybe why these are a bit. Still beautiful, but they're black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really, really. I love the composition. I love the wood, and I really love this rock. What rock's this?
Yeah, it's kind of. It's actually some homemade stuff. It's made out of hobby concrete.
Okay.
Some Danish product called Make, where you can. You can paint the concrete, and
Wow.
I've just blended in some dirt and some sticks and twigs.
It works really well.
Yeah, I think it's, and then it's kind of, there's a deep in it, so I can have some plants emerged, growing into it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I guess the plants aren't biotope correct, are they, or are they?
It's a fern, so I think there's ferns everywhere, but the Vallisneria aren't as well in this. They are not quite Mexican.
But you do always get these reedy type plants, don't you, in rivers?
Yeah, they look like those grassy types that does well in every river system where there's aquatic plants.
So is that Vallis spiralis or?
Yeah, that's a spiralis.
Yeah. Oh, there's the world's biggest amano shrimp there.
Yes, that's.
This is massive.
Yeah, he's quite a big,
about half the size of the tank.
Yeah.
I suppose he's not eating the fish.
Sometimes he grabs a fry, I think.
Or she. Carrying eggs at the moment.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's almost at the level where he starts to scare you a bit.
Yeah, scaring me right now. I think he's going to break the glass and attack me. That's really great. So what aquarium is this?
I don't know the brand actually, but it's 98 liters tank.
Okay, 100 litres, 30 gallons or so.
Yeah. And it's kind of wider than higher, so.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that for aquascaping.
Yeah, me as well.
Depth front to back.
Yeah.
And what's the light?
That's a twin star.
Oh, okay. Is it their budget one there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It works, doesn't it?
It does. It does the job.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Colours look great.
Yeah.
Greens pop. I like these twigs. Are these locally collected?
Yeah, they're just from the garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you make them sink? Do you boil them or?
I've just put them in until they sink.
Oh, okay. They just float around, do they? Or you wedge them under a rock?
They'll just float around for a couple of days and then they.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
They will sink in the same as
the leaves. These
leaves,
look like beech leaves, copper beech leaves.
Yeah.
And do they eventually completely degrade and you have to replace them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long does that take?
Some weeks, because the oldest ones are from the beginning of the tank, so and these are newer. So I need to suck some when I'm making some water changes.
Yeah. But there's something to be said about that, and all of the detritus and the mulm, and if you allow it to accumulate, it can actually have some kind of biological kind of benefits. Is that right?
Yeah.
Especially some of the botanicals.
Yeah.
I hear a lot from people like Scott Feldman, from Talent Aquatics. He's a huge fan of that natural kind of decomposition, and which is a bit, it's a kind of a different way, a method to the, I'm a big fan of keeping your tanks clean, big water changes, big filters.
Yes.
Deliberately disturbing the substrate to lift up all of that rubbish, get it all out. This is like the opposite, but it's still a method that works. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about the hobby. There's so many different ways to achieve success, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is it all the same species then?
Yeah,
Fish?
it is. Yeah.
And the females are the ones without the sword on the tail?
Yeah, they tend to grow significantly bigger than the males, without the sword anyway.
Yeah.
So
there's the female there on the left and then the male on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the male's obviously got the sword. Nice. There's a bit of iridescence, isn't there, when it hits the light?
Yeah, it is almost pearlescent.
Beautiful.
Like blue and silver. I really like that fish.
Yeah. It's very peaceful.
Yes.
Do you sit here and
yes, I
just like see what we're doing? I sat here in this little kind of chill out zone. I know you got some photos there as well. What are these from?
There's some of my old setups.
Wow, those are really good. That's beautiful. I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one as well.
It's just so understated beauty. So you have a background in photography, is that right?
Yeah, I've done some a lot of weddings, a lot of nature photography earlier. So
is that giving you an advantage with aquascaping, would you say?
Yeah, I think some of the composition is the same. The rule of thirds and stuff.
Yeah,
that's basically the same. But I really like to shoot fish and tanks with my camera. I love to watch them through a lens.
Do you know what I find it? I used to be in the military, and it's similar in a way, but also completely different to shooting a rifle.
Yeah.
Because you're lining up the subject as perfectly as you can. You're getting all the conditions right, you're controlling your breathing. I don't know about you, but when you're doing like handheld macro especially, you have to hold your breath.
Yes.
And it's all these techniques that you kind of realise are very similar. But the thing I love about like photography is that when you're looking through the lens, this is why I love digital SLR, proper big digital SLRs rather than mirrorless.
Yeah.
So you're actually looking through that viewfinder with one eye, and then you're blocking everything else in your visual field is completely blocked out. So it's just you and that subject, and there's nothing else going on in the universe around you. It's just you and that thing. And for me, that's like mindfulness.
Yes.
It's just like you are completely in the zone, and then when you wait for the fish to swim in the right position, or you put the camera in a deliberate position where it's a perfect composition, and then you just wait for the fish to swim in that thing. So you're using patience.
Yeah, sometimes I have a setup and I know this place I want to shoot this fish. But sometimes I can wait for a month to have it standing right there, and then you pull the trigger and before I see it on the screen. I know it's there.
Yeah. It's such a great feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think there's something really kind of special about that, because it's like it's delaying gratification, isn't it? And I love smartphones, and I love you got like live view now, and you've got on an iPhone you can take a photo and then it's got like 100 photos to choose from.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, and but the thing for me, it's instant. You get a really great thing instantly, and that's on the face of it really good. But I think there's something more satisfying if you had to work a lot harder for that reward, and you feel more gratified. I think
it is rewarding.
Yeah, and I think that's why I like long-term aquascapes, because you have this kind of end vision in mind, and you know it's going to take 6 months plus to get there. And actually, one of the joys is on the journey, you can take a completely different turn, and you can actually end up creating something even better than you visualised, and that's something very rewarding in that. And I don't think I kind of feel a little bit sorry for people that just want to keep creating new aquascapes just really quickly, like set it up, get bored of it, and set another one up. You know, and there's nothing against that per se, but I just think if people slowed down a bit, had a bit more patience, were a bit more mindful with their aquascaping and their aquarium keeping, and maybe even their photography if they're into photography, then there's, you know, I think there's something. It's just more wholesome. Do you know what I mean by wholesome? Just more, like you say, rewarding.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a pleco. That's not from Central America, David.
No.
Don't tell anyone.
That's an illegal one.
It's an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
Can't see it now, it's hidden. Oh, there he is. There he's gone. So they've obviously been breeding as well.
Yeah, they are. They are kind of like goobies when it comes to breeding.
Yeah.
So it's
a live bearer, aren't they?
Yeah. And I love that. I really like that they're just doing it, and you can keep them in there, watching them.
Do they show any kind of intelligence, like cichlids, these fish? They're a bit more random.
The males tend to have some show off to impress the females. I guess that's kind of the closest you get. But then they're more like swimming around, like live bearers does, and that's fine.
I'm really wanting to start keeping Valis again after seeing your tanks. It's such a classic look, isn't it? You know, it's like a reedy kind of, reminds you of, you know, pretty much any stream or river with that, you know, that swaying vertical plant.
Yeah, you can pretty much stick your head down through every kind of river in most ecosystems, and there'll be a plant looking like a Vallisneria.
Yeah. It's really lovely. I kind of don't want to go back to my Airbnb this evening. I just want to sit here all night and just watch your aquariums.
Feel free.
That's lovely. Yeah, I fly home tomorrow, but I've got pretty much a full day. Just that Tropica. Old school food.
Yeah, this is old school food.
Works though.
It does. They are pretty unfussy.
So why Central America? What inspired you to keep this aquarium?
I wanted to have some live bearers, some kind of Posilia, and they are pretty hard to find in wild strains.
Okay.
So I was at a aquatic exhibition, and there was some people selling these.
Where was that?
It was in Vejle in Denmark.
Okay.
So we have some, the biggest aquatic exhibition here in Denmark. So.
Oh, nice.
Then I saw them, and I just needed to have them. I had another setup running but they are pretty hard to get across and find. So I needed to try that. And then they were located in Rio Tamasopo, so Tamasopo it needed to be. And I like Central America, I think.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Mexico, but unfortunately I wasn't in any stream. But I've been diving a little in Costa Rica.
Oh, beautiful.
So yeah, I like this region.
And didn't you told me that you found some convict cichlids, is that right? When you in Costa Rica?
Yeah, I found some, and some other Posilias. That's
nice. It must be so cool to see these fish that we keep in our aquariums in the wild.
Yes, and I was catching them with my boys, and
oh wow,
we had them in this little aquarium for some days, but of course we couldn't take them home. So
no.
That's kind of.
And do your children like the aquariums here, or they just kind of tolerate them?
I think they kind of tolerate them, thinking, okay.
Yeah, my kids are the same.
There's some new fish in it. I think I could pretty much put a shark in it, and then it will still just be okay.
Yeah.
Daddy's got a new fish now.
You just sort of take it for granted, don't they? Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful, David. Really lovely. I'll just show the viewers very quickly a preview of this walk together, because we're kind of microphoned up together. Just show the viewers very quickly a preview of what to expect from this beautiful 300 litre. So this is one of the next videos coming up, guys. Beautiful low tech 300 litre South American Rio Orinoco inspired Biotope. Thanks for hosting me, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, welcome. And I'll pop back in a few months and see how this tank's looking. Yeah,
that's the deal.
Cool, man. Thanks, mate. Cheerio, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.